Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a new topic, that's jagged array. We can also say it a ragged array. If we talk about the definition of it, so jagged arrays are the 2D arrays in which each row have a different number of columns. So let's write it. Jagged arrays are the 2D arrays in which each row has different number of columns. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 2, 9, 7, 6. Here, assume it R1, R2, and R3. These are the rows R1, R2, and R3, and these are the columns C1, C2, C3, C4. You can see that row 1 has 4 columns, row 2 has 2 columns, and row 3 has 3 columns. You can take a screenshot of it, and after that we will implement a program in Java. So all you know the structure of the Java program. So I am now explaining the structure here. So let's start the code directly. Public class. We took the class name as the jagged array because we are studying that. So public class jagged array is the class name. Now in this, we all know that we have to maintain a main method to execute a class. So we will declare it public static void main and pass the argument string args. As we already discussed, jagged array has 2D arrays, so we have to initialize the structure of the array. So int let the name of the array is AR and it is a 2D. So we all know that how to create object of it. So int AR equals to new AR, and we will mention the number of rows, not the columns initially. And in the second statement, we will assign the number of columns. So AR0, that is the 0th row, will have 4 columns. AR1 equals to new AR3 AR2 equals to new AR2. You can take how much number you want. So and this is the structure of the rows and columns, or we can say that this is the structure of the 2D array. So now we will assign the values into the array. Please take a screenshot of it. I am writing it. So we will use the nested for loop to assign the values in it. So write for int I equals to 0 and I less than AR dot length. AR is the array. So initially we took the array will we know that AR. So when we write AR dot length, then it will took as the number of rows. So number of rows we have already declared 3. Is we have 3. We all know the number of rows are 3. So AR dot length I plus plus, and inside this we write another loop to assign the values in the columns. So for int j equals to 0, j is less than AR of I dot length I plus plus. Here AR of I means the first row or the ith row, that is the length of ith row. If I is 0, then it will count the number of columns for the 0th row, and when I will be 1, it will count the number of columns for first row, and when I will be 2, it will count for the number of columns for second row. So assign the values AR I j equals to we can take any values. For this example, we are assigning the values from starting from 0. This is a basic example, so we can take any values. So whenever I will be 0, I will be 0, then AR it will be AR 0, j. And when it will increment, for example, in the first step, it will be AR 0 and j will be incremented. So in first go, it will write all the values in the first row. Suppose when AR will be I will be 0, it will AR 0 equals to, now all the values will be stored here. Not 0, the R1. So now we will write another loop to print the elements. So I am also running it. To print the elements, I am writing another loop for int I equals to 0 I is less than AR dot length I plus plus for int j equals to 0, j is less than AR of I dot length j plus plus. Now we will print value system dot out dot println AR of I j, and we will add another space so that we can recognize the values easily in the console. And after first row will be printed, we will move the cursor to the new line. So for that we will write another system dot out dot println. So it will move the cursor into the next line, and we will close this loop. And to close the main methods and another bracket for the class. So if we run this program, we can see the output in the console as 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3. Because in the first row we took the number of columns as 4, and in the second row we took the number of columns 3, and in third row we took the number of columns 2. And this is the R1, R2, and R3. Based on the jagged list or based on the jagged arrays, we will also learn the adjacency list, which will be helpful to learn the graphs. Thank you.